It is an advantage because this promotes the essence of cultures and the coexistence of all of them. This breaks ideological boundaries. It is a disadvantage because multinationals take advantage of the low cost of labor in developing countries to install their factories there and reduce production costs. This makes them settle in different countries, which ends with local competition. Will multinationals they take their earnings back to their home countries? Do multinationals create jobs? Yes, but on questionable terms and wages. Is an advantage because we live in an interconnected world thanks to globalization. English as a global language facilitates the communication, access, and dissemination of knowledge. That's why it's quite important to have a global language without losing our native language. It is a disadvantage because fast food generates a great loss of identity. Has globalization resort to junk food in order to impose ideological manipulation to advertising disseminator in the mass media, which persuades consumers regardless of the multiple damage that fast and transgenic food brings to health and identity, leaving in the background the cultures of developing countries, thus allowing transculturization in favor of other countries. The popularization of different world why is due to globalization. Since it influences the dynamic exchange between two cultures, this is an advantage because as a result of this exchange, now ideas, perspectives, diverse entertainment, etc. Globalization brings with it several negative effects that lead to the loss of national identity, since the processes that globalization entails lead to homogenization between different cultures and change people's lifestyles in different aspects such as food, clothing, fashion, and consumption that little by little are moving away from our roots, blindly copying external cultures, and darkly an evaporation of our cultures, since the imposition of a culture generates the dissolution of identity. Globalization means that interdependence between industrialized countries increases as much as dependence on developing economies of the most advanced economies. Globalization has made it possible to see the world today as a global market, which brings multiple benefits, one of which is that it benefits countries and their economic operators, since each country can specialize in the good that it produces the most efficiently due to the climate, soil, resource, etc. Companies seek competitive advantage by offering a greater variety of products at various costs. Competition also encourages technological innovation. International trade agreements are very important because they are key to the functioning of our global economy. As globalization is guarded in different areas by international agencies, as in the economic area, the World Bank or the United Nations, etc. It is actually quite difficult to classify different aspects of globalization into advantage or disadvantage because I believe that each aspect has a negative and a positive part. However, there is no doubt that globalization brings We did now possibilities, and it is our responsibility to achieve the best of that.